are you currently right now in this moment gaming? My name is Coney, joined by TKbreezy. How are you today?
I'm good, big chilling, doing the old usual. I gotta shoot some stuff after this, and then probably play some Rushdown Revolt, a little Apex, all that other good
Is
stuff.
that
Because I
game
do be
fun?
gaming.
Is that game fun? Be
Rushdown,
honest. Yeah.
no, you don't like it, so I'm not even gonna answer that for you. Like the game has too many inputs for your puny brain, so
I tried it a long time
No,
ago. Maybe it's
no,
more fun now. Oh, it's less fun. Okay.
no, I don't want. No, it's just because you don't like doing stuff. The reason why
True.
you like icons is because you had a flowchart with Zana.
Kinda. I just got
That
the up
worked
tilt.
on everyone.
Yep.
So you can still do that, except you have to up tilt like 2 more times now. You know what I'm saying? She still got combos. They're actually a lot longer and they're more fun because she gets to do all these extra slams and whatnot. But
Yeah, that's too
you'll
much.
never know
Too
anything
many.
about that.
No, I think
Yeah.
I'm tapping out. I tried it a few times. I was like, you know what? That's too many buttons for me. No, thank you. I'm good.
Yeah. It's very fun for me. I like big combos. So, that's my thing. Anyway,
Speaking of big combos.
well, I wouldn't even say these are really big combos, but there's
No.
a combo character, if you will, a 2-in-1, if you will, with Pyra Mythra coming out. They are finally they are here. And I think the consensus is right now that they're pretty good. From looking at the the Twitter sphere and all these people who are now Pyra Mythra mains for the next week. She's pretty good. Pyra or Mythra is the fast one. She does like nice little 3-hit strings and stays in advantage forever. Pyra is the strong one. She does down air and then F smashes you at 60% and you're dead. And those are just really good things for a character to have. So I like playing the character. I had a lot of fun. I think that's probably like my favorite DLC so far as far as playstyle. It was Byleth, but now it's a Pyra Mythra. As far as like my favorite DLC for just coming out, it's probably Sephiroth. I mean, like that was a pretty big introduction. But as far as playstyle goes, Pyra Mythra are at the top for me.
They're fun. I'm not convinced they're that good. I think the world is in a tizzy right now with like, I don't know, any character that is fast and does any amount of percent. People are like, yo, best character. I'm sick of it. Like, I'm just tired of people thinking that every character is top 5. They might be good, but like, I don't see it. Like I was saying this before, I feel like if they released Roy now, if Roy came out tomorrow in the state the game is in, people would think he was crazy. People would think he was insane. Fair. You're just spamming aerials. You can't get in. He constantly pushes you against shield. Like, you can stop his recovery, kind of. I feel that way about Mythra, too, where it's like, everybody says her combos are nuts, and then I watch them, and she gets like a 3 or 4 hit for 30. And I'm like, anybody can do that.
She's definitely not nuts when it comes to when it comes to like the amount of damage. She's not doing combos. Like she gets like 9-hit combos. She gets like 3 hits and then keeps advantage. And that's nice. But other than that, I wouldn't say I wouldn't say that she's like
Advantage isn't good enough to make a character that good. I agree if she's under you, it's probably the scariest thing in the game because, like, how do you get down? That doesn't matter because, like, you're going to mess up eventually. I think it's like, I don't think that's a big enough deal. You just avoid Pyra. You just don't fight against her. You watch out for the side B, and you can air dodge into the side B. And then against Mythra, you just don't really have to worry that much. I mean, she has some kill stuff, but, like, it's not consistent.
I think the real issue with that character is they have no kill throw. So it's in that Fox situation, except now you have slower Fox. Like when you're after 100, all you're doing is just holding shield against Fox and hoping you're not getting shield poked by a neutral air. Because like what's he gonna do? Throw you? Okay. So or the same stuff going on with Pyra. Like she does not have there is no kill throw between them, so you're just like making sure you don't get hit by a straight back air / down air / smash attack. I think the best thing you can do with characters like that is throw someone in the air and then hopefully you can up tilt their landing. And she does have a pretty good up tilt, but I don't know. It's definitely the new DLC, the new DLC hole that everyone like. They get hit by one thing once and like this character's busted, and it's like but if that character you don't get hit by that when when Roy does it. So why are you getting hit by it now? You know?
Yeah, if you're gonna get hit by Roy Ford smash, yeah, he's busted. But that's not gonna happen consistently.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's worth all that. People are going nuts for this character. And I think it's just a content brain thing, man. Everybody just wants the content and be the first to say it. I think there is a few things that might make that, like, Foresight seems good. Foresight seems very good, but I don't know how good.
Yeah, I mean, it's Foresight on Mythra, who really does not have that much kill power. Everyone's like, I know people are like, Void is killing people off the top by like basically stacking up airs and then hitting them with the up air near the top blast zone. That's not really like, wow, that has kill potential. That's just that's just an up air ladder.
Yeah.
So kill potential is like being able to kill from the middle of the stage at like 100. She doesn't really have that outside of maybe a full charge neutral B, but who's really getting hit by that? And there are some combos to get into neutral B, but it's not full charge. It's just, like down tilt or up tilt neutral B for the drag now hitbox and then get the rest of it.
Yeah.
That works well near the edge, but still, like, Mythra just does not have kill power like that. So,
one of the things is that people have brought up is think that Mythra might be one of the best in the game at running away, which I think does have some relevance. Like, I could see that character, if you want to be really grimy, you just get a lot of percent up and then just escape. But I mean, you could do that with Joker, you could do that with Zero Suit, like, you could do that.
I mean, Sheik runs away way better than her. Needles are annoying.
Yeah.
She doesn't have needles. She's just fast.
Yeah.
Like, and that's great, but you need that move. Like, ZSS is fast and has flip jump, like Sheik is fast and has needles. Like, you're just fast and you have a disjointed hitbox, but if someone closes in on you, you still have to like fight your way around or use all your movement options and potentially get hit out of that. So, and her recovery is not that good. I mean, you have side B, which is kind of like, that one's good if you can line it up for the ledge because it has all these hits. But then you have up B, which looks easily spikeable at all times. So yeah.
I don't think I'm not sold yet. Maybe I'm wrong. I've been wrong before, but I just look at this and I'm like, okay, this is just another hype character. But we'll see. I don't know. I get Inkling vibes. I get everybody just saying, like, everybody's like, oh my god, look at this damage potential. She hits you 4 times and then you're at 40 and you just keep getting hit in the air. It's like, okay, then what? Then you switch to Pyra and you play like you're fighting Ganon. Like, it's not. I think people have this idea that because you get both characters, you get the best of both worlds. But that's not how it works. How it actually works is you fight against Inkling for a little bit, and then Inkling turns into Ike, and then you fight against Ike. The best players will be able to play against those two things very differently. Like, it's not like you still have Inkling's movement. No, you have a slow character's movement, and good players are going to exploit that. I don't think this is going to be that big a deal. I don't think they're going to shake up the meta. Maybe that's just me. I don't know how they've been doing in online results. I know Steve has been having a big resurgence lately, and I've seen somebody got second with them recently at some online event. But I'm just, when we get offline, I don't know. Maybe Leo will pop off because Leo is Leo, but he doesn't count.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We have a lot to really discuss when we get back offline. We got to see what Sephiroth plays, Steve plays, she plays, like, just Min. Like, I mean, there's just a lot of characters that could be shaking up the meta. Although Min just got nerfed. But I mean, it was just the laser nerf. I mean, like, you still have the megawatt, and that's the hot shit rule. So, Pyra Mythra, cool character. Not sure how good yet. We'll find out if we get offline. Hopefully by the end of this year. That's what I'm hoping for. That's also what VG's hoping for. So VG's hoping for, because they got the old Smash War Tour with in-person events near the end. Ooh, hopefully.
They're crazy for that one.
Yeah, you're definitely crazy for this one. So, as we move forward, though, we're going to go ahead and talk about the new changes to Apex Legends. I was just looking at the patch just a second ago. Apex Legends doing a good job of updating and keeping itself fresh. That was one of the issues that I actually had with Apex Legends near the beginning, because, like, Apex Legends came out and it was great, but Fortnite kept updating every 2 weeks, and Apex Legends didn't update for like 4 months, and we're like, okay, you can't do that as a BR. Like, you have to always
it's constant.
always be climbing, I guess. But always be changing the ABCs. Anyway, this patch they got the Chaos Theory Collection event, which is they changed one of areas to one of the water treatment to caustic treatment, which is now just a bunch of gas. Everyone lands there. I don't, because I'm fine. Like, I just want to play. But there's some other cool stuff that they added. So Apex just got launched on Nintendo Switch. Big shout out to Switch players if that's what you need to do. The Ring Fury Escalation Takeover, the new Heat Shield, which is an item that allows you to it puts a dome inside of the ring. So that way, if you're in the ring and you need to like heal, you put the dome up, it stops you from taking ring damage, and then you can heal and do all the other good stuff and keep moving. It takes damage from the ring though, so like you can't really do that like on the last ring where you're taking like half your health. It's gonna break the shield immediately.
Okay.
But for like earlier like rings, it's definitely a cool item. There's a Chaos Theory Collection event, so it's new rewards and stuff like that, and a bunch of balance changes. Let me go down to the balance changes real quick. The bigger ones are like there's a nerf to Caustic, which is unfortunate because he just got his own place. A buff to Pathfinder, a nerf to Gibraltar, a nerf to Horizon, a buff to Revenant, a buff to Watson, and a buff to Rampart. So pretty interesting. As overall, I think the game itself is still in a really good spot. I think that Rampart definitely needs to be buffed a little more because I don't know what it is about this character. I just feel like she's too hard to set up. Rampart's the one with the she got like the big turret, and and she's really good with LMGs, but you have to like literally be playing inside the circle all the time so you can use the big turret. Otherwise, you're just gonna get sucked up by the actual ring. So good quality of life changes here for Apex Legends. It's to me right now, it's definitely the most fun BR out. I can't really play Fortnite anymore. I feel like there's too much chaos in that game. Yeah. And PUBG is like dead. So
yeah, PUBG's gone. I haven't played Apex in a very long time. I've been big on Valorant lately, which actually just got an update too. But really, it hasn't changed that much. It's just the new character. But Apex has sort of been off my radar for a while. I know they're on Switch. Is that crossplay? Are they like?
It's probably crossplay. I don't see why you wouldn't. But then again, well, I mean, I guess in the only thing about play is that usually PC or not PC, console players get aim assist, and aim assist like in a game where other people don't get aim assist is busted. So,
yeah.
So I don't know how hard if the aim assist is strong or not. I haven't played it. I don't plan to play on the Switch. What is it, 30 frame? What is that? 30 frame per second?
It looked ugly. It looked ugly. I don't know if it actually is ugly, but when I was looking at the like the trailer or whatever it was before, good God, that was gross.
Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like the issue with games like that is that going to the Switch, like I get that you want the accessibility, but like everyone's been playing on PC, and when the graphics are all beautiful and the foliage is nice and the guns look great and the colors look great, and then you go to the Switch and it's like almost cell shaded.
Yeah, it's nasty.
I don't know. Oh man. Yeah, as Omnito said, Fall Guys is definitely much better. Like Fall Guys looked like it was built for the Switch, because even with Fall Guys being like beautiful on the PC, beautiful is like okay, like the colors pop a little more, but the base of the game is still very portable to the Switch. Like you're not gonna go over there now look at a 64 level game. Like it just may not be as colorful, but it still gets the point across. You're basically playing on medium settings now.
Yeah, I think Fall Guys is. I think it's going to be fine on there, and if there's crossplay, which I don't think there is actually, unless they added that later. It's been a while since I played Fall Guys, but if they don't have crossplay, I wonder how they're going to do on Switch. Probably fine.
Crossplay. I mean, how much was it? Fall Guys coming to Nintendo Switch. Crossplay has not been confirmed as of writing this. That was February 17th. So
okay. We'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a whole new audience, and I wonder how many people are still going to be on it. I think it'll get a nice, good kick. And like I've said before on the show, I think all Fall Guys needs is one banger season, and then it's back in the it'll be back in the rotation for a lot of people. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I don't even, what is the rotation right now anyway? Because I mean, it went from Fall Guys to Among Us to like what? Like
GTA RP.
Yeah, but isn't that like always looming in the background?
Yeah, but right now it's big because nothing else is coming out. Valheim came out for a little while, but nobody was really into it. I mean, Minecraft is still around. Right now, I think it's GTA RP because that's what all the huge streamers are doing. But I don't think it's not going to take over. I think Fall Guys just needs one good season, and it'll have another month of being on top. I don't think it will ever be as big as Among Us was for as long.
No,
but it'll have a little time in the sun. So I don't know. We'll see.
I think Valheim actually does get a decent amount of players, but I'm still I don't understand. That's why. That's the biggest issue with me in Valheim. The game doesn't look that fun. It also looks very dated. I'm just
yeah.
It kind of gives me that WoW Classic feel, basically, where everyone was super hyped about WoW Classic, and then they forgot that the grind of WoW Classic is not that fun. And so, I'm going in. I went to people's WoW Classic streams, and they're fighting the same monster for the entire stream, and I was like, "This is what y'all were clamoring about?"
This kind of sucks.
Yeah, it's kind of isn't for me. But again, I'm not really an MMORPG player like that, so maybe that's just on me. I like my MMORPGs that have a little action in them. So the few times that I did get into them, it was Guild Wars 2. That was the only one that I felt like I played a decent amount of time in, and a little bit of Path of Exile. But for the most part, I'm just kind of
good. I'm looking at it right now, and apparently it's pretty low. It's 24 or 25 on the list. So maybe Valheim isn't that big. Of course, it's not prime time. It's the middle of the day. But I just feel like it sort of was the thing for a while. It's just filling that survival game niche that Rust was in for a while. But I don't know. It takes a lot of different things. Apparently, I'm looking right now, and there's a new Among Us game called Suspects Mystery Mansion. I'm looking. It's like a kitty Among Us. I'm looking at it right now. This is so, but it's in Spanish. What the hell? All right, I'm going to look at this later. Anyway, before we get into viewer questions, before we ask you what you want to talk about, we're going to go ahead and give a quick thanks to our sponsor, Ignition Casino. Go ahead and tune into this.
Join Ignition Casino, your go-to destination for the best online poker, table games, progressive slots, and much more. Sign up with the promo code Ignition777 and deposit using Bitcoin to get 25 free spins on 777 Deluxe.
Thank you to Ignition Casino for sponsoring Y'all Gaming. Yeah, I have no idea where Ark's money came from. Ark was around for a little while, but that's crazy.
I forgot about.
I forgot about the Vin Diesel.
I forgot about the Vin Diesel thing, and I'm still mad that man never said anything about family, bro.
That's true. That's true. That's what I was there for.
That's all Vin Diesel ever does. See, the thing is, I gotta fight these dinosaurs for family.
God,
okay.
Gotta kill this dinosaur family to save my family.
Okay, buddy. So, what are we talking about playing Apex Legends? I will probably play Apex Legends later tonight. We've already talked about it. The new changes seem pretty cool. I've actually played a little bit before the stream, and I did indeed like it. I'm trying to figure out if I'm swapping mains, though. I think I might be a Lifeline main now. I was a long-time Loba main, but now you got to play the tier list. You know what I mean? Now, women do be shopping when you play Loba, but being able, yeah, that's what she does. She puts down that Loba, she warps, and her Z comes up every minute, and you throw it down, and you can pretty much grab 2 items from anywhere in the circle that she is, and unlimited ammo. So she do be shopping.
She actually shops. She
actually shops. Well, she's stealing, if you will, but nah, it's shopping, bro.
Damn, how on the nose. Wow, good for her. Good for
her.
I
heard that sound thing ACH was. I was wondering what that big sound was, but it doesn't bother me that much. I mean, stuff be messing up. The only sound that I heard big whooshing when it was people jumping in and out, I guess the fire area, but you're not supposed to be in it anyway, so it doesn't bother me that much.
That whoosh is funny.
Yeah. Fish X says Apex made a subtle comeback. It's the best BR available right now. I don't really think it made a subtle comeback. Honestly, you know what really happened, dude? I think that Fortnite just kind of lost its luster after going so crazy. Fortnite was really fun, and I still think that it's a good game to watch when you're watching a bunch of pros do it. But just once everyone learned how to build, and they had to kind of change the wackiness of the game to kind of counterbalance that, it just isn't as fun anymore. You take one shot and everyone's 5 stories up. I'm good.
I don't know what you do to keep interest in that kind of game too. I think that's the other problem is those games, they naturally have an expiration date. It lasted super long. It lasted a very long time, and they keep trying to bring people back in with brand deals. I mean, I don't know if that Family Guy thing is real, But if it is, maybe that'll. I don't know. Perhaps.
Wait, like Fortnite X Family Guy?
Yeah, you didn't see it. They apparently.
I get to play as Peter Griffin?
Yeah, apparently it was in the files that Peter Griffin, and I don't know if that's real or if it was a meme. People said it was in the files. I might be getting. I haven't looked into it, but apparently it might be real. And Peter will be available to drop from the bus soon. I don't know if that's true. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That sounds funny.
That sounds mad fake, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it sounds funny though. Just comes out the plane.
Oh yeah, he's laughing while he's falling for sure.
Just the whole time, bro.
Every time.
Yeah, I would hate that. What's that? We got what does meta look at? Spellbreak was supposed to be big, but it never got really big.
Spellbreak. Yeah.
See, the issue with Spellbreak, I think, was that it was a BR that didn't follow traditional BR rules.
Yeah.
With progression. You're not supposed to have progression in a BR that lets you start off with an edge when you jump out of the out of the bottle bus. In Spellbreak, the longer you play, the more passives you got. So a new player would drop down with no passives, and then they would have like an ice gauntlet or whatever, and they're like, "Ooh, I get to freeze people." But then your passive is you can't get frozen, so you can't do that. Like that's just you're not allowed to have that in the BR. Like if you can find that on the map, okay, whatever. But if you can start the game with that, that's messed up. You're not supposed to be able to start a game with that.
Well, also on top of that, you have an issue of like whatever is meta, you could just play around it. So like if freezing is huge, then everybody has non-freezes and there's no diversity there. It's I don't know, it's a tough thing. I don't really know how you balance around it, but hold on. Ooh, Denobro says, have you guys been keeping up with GME? Dude, I put in a bunch of money into GME and I lost $500 and now it's coming back. Damn. Okay, now I'm only down 150. Keep going up to the moon, please.
Okay.
I bought way too high.
I didn't invest much in GME because I felt like when I started looking, everyone was already, bro, I'm like 1,000% up, and I was like, well, I can't get it now. You know what I'm saying? But it is, if you're investing like that as well. I know that GME was good. The AMC stuff was good for a bit. I guess I'm just gonna wait for the next big. I guess the next big boom or the next big meme. It's funny, like one thing I do like about it though is like that the internet basically ruins.
Yeah, which is very fun. That's very fun. Yeah, I love that's like, just happening.
That's so funny, bro. Like the stocks have been thrown up by like 4chan and Reddit. Like, get bodied, dude. So that's unfortunate. That's actually fortunate for us. I do like it's almost like a new roulette, basically. But kind of off topic. But did y'all play the RE2 remake? I played and beat it a few weeks ago, and I loved it. It was my first RE game. Did you?
Yeah, I loved it. It was good. It came out like a year and a half ago, though. Like, no, it was a year.
I wouldn't say that's off topic anyway, though.
It was more than that. It was like 2 years ago. I'm just surprised because like RE3 came out a year ago. It was good. I mean, I don't know, like, if it's gonna. I think the big question right now is like, RE4 is coming out soon, and people don't know if it's gonna be like a straight reboot or if they're gonna like try to change some stuff. I remember hearing some stuff about that, but I don't know. We'll see.
Y'all ever touch MOBAs that aren't League of Legends? Looking at you, Coney.
Nope.
I have. I played Heroes of the Storm for a little bit. Didn't really like it that much. It was definitely the more scrappy one though. Like you kind of just get in there and scrapped.
Yeah.
Played Smite. Smite's cool, but I don't like the BR mode. I only like the arena mode where it's like 5v5 team fights the entire time. Dawngate was the one that I was sad went by the wayside. Dawngate, me and Marcus were playing a shit ton of Dawngate, and then that game just never really took off more. And then as of current, as Brandon Dub said, Eternal Return right now is getting some shine. I played that game like 4 months before everybody else started playing it, so it's I don't know. I just didn't expect it to take off, but like now the League of Legends like teamfight tactics and League of Legends players are now like kind of specking in a little Dawngate or a little Eternal Return. So game's cool. It's a MOBA BR. It works actually quite well. I didn't think it was gonna work that well, but it's actually pretty cool. You got solos, I think duos, and trios or squads, which might be 4. I'm not completely sure, but I've only played solos and duos. Oh no, it's solo, duos, and trios. It's mad fun. I think I'm surprised that I feel like that's a game you might actually like, but
it sounds like I might be into it. But I only play one MOBA because there's too much to learn. So I only got into League because there was like I played Smite like 3 games and I actually really liked it, and I was like, I don't want to get into this because I'm gonna learn something. It's gonna take forever. So no thanks. Valorant is what I'm on now, and that's hard enough because that's a lot. There's a lot of stuff. Bravely Default 2 came out last week. How are you feeling about it going to play it? I heard it's very hard and mad grindy. No.
Absolutely not. Well, that is not. We don't play those games. I don't like games where the progression has to get stopped by me going to go into one area and continually fight enemies that I don't know, just to grind up.
Progression.
Yeah. And then on top of that, I don't like super long RPGs. Just in general, like you can't hold my attention that long.
Yeah.
And like if it's getting if the time that I'm putting into it, half the time I'm not even actually getting to advance the story, then I don't like it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm good on that.
That was my issue.
I mean, Verbatim said BD 2 is not grinding, people just suck. Okay, well that could be true as well. But I remember Bravely Default 1 was grindy. And the only reason I feel like I knew that is because Marcus was sitting at
12 hours played,
not even looking at his DS. He was literally just smashing the A button. So even if they've streamlined that, I'm just really not into those type of RPGs anymore.
Nope, so. That's a big no thanks from me. So
I saw another one in here. What's that? Well, what is the first thing on your guys' to-do list once the epidemic ends?
Ooh, travel to tournaments.
Yeah, go to a tournament, go to a bar, and feel safe being at the bar. I don't.
Yeah.
Just getting out the house, I don't know, just talk to everybody with no mask on, directly in their face.
Yeah, we're probably gonna go to the zoo soon. Mal and I, I got my first vaccine shot, so I'm done there. I get my second one in April. Mallory is getting hers today. Julie doesn't have hers, but if we just keep her safe, I think we're okay. If we just remain distance, but then we don't have to worry, and then we can't give it to her. So that's I think that's my thing is we want to go to the zoo, we want to travel a little bit, trying to go to Outer Banks maybe. Just like get out, man. I remember the feeling of how cool it was back in March, how the world was kind of slowing down. I was like, okay, this is kind of nice. I get to work from home. It's very quiet. It's been a year now, and I'm going crazy. Like, even as somebody like me who's mostly, sort of introverted and like a hermit, this is too much. Like, I just want to go somewhere. I can't wait for that first offline major. I'm going to just go bananas.
I didn't know. Okay, so we have Riot fighting game and Dungeon Fighter online fighting game. Which one's gonna flop and which one's gonna be a bot? First of all, I forgot about the Dungeon Fighter online fighting game.
I don't even know what that is. I think
Dungeon Fighter Online was like the original dungeon crawler beat 'em up type deal, or one of the original ones. I think I'm gonna have to give it to Riot for the sole fact that Riot can't flop. Like they just even when they start to flop, they just flip it around. I didn't give a shit about Legend of Runeterra, and that's still getting playtime. So, they made a good auto chess. They made a seemingly good card game. They have the best MOBA. So it really just depends on what they do. And even if they do flop, they can always just mix some things up. That's what Riot does. The Dungeon Fighter Online game is being made by Arxis, I think. So that's good.
Yeah.
They've made Guilty Gear, Dragon Ball, Grand Blue, they've got games. So very interesting to see how that one plays out. I think the real issue is that because all those games are relatively similar, I feel like they keep borrowing from each other's play base, thus making it hard for one game to grow,
Yeah, I was going to say, I think with fighting games, the group is sort of small. So you need to get all of them together, and it's very hard to get all the Street Fighter players, the Guilty Gear players, the Grand Blue players, like the DBFZ. How do you get all those people under one roof?
Yeah.
I don't
like,
think
because like Street Fighter just does Street Fighter. Like there's not like
Yeah.
Street Fighter plus another Capcom 2D or IP. Like it's just, if you're gonna play a Capcom 2D Street Fighter, it's Street Fighter. Tekken is like, they have Tekken and they have Soul Calibur, but Soul Calibur never really like makes it. And also the systems are different enough for you to be saying you're playing two different experiences. With these anime fighters, yeah, the systems are different, but they're all still under the umbrella term of anime fighter. So you kind of like pick one and ride with that one.
And I think that the strategy of Overwatch, which was like, okay, we have a Call of Duty character, we have a Tribes character, we have like, they took different sort of other FPSs and put them into characters, whatever you're into. You can't do that in a fighting game because it doesn't have to do with the characters, it has to do with the mechanics. So like Guilty Gear has, midair dashes and burst and shit like that. Street Fighter has its own thing. Like, each of these games have their own mechanics, and I think if you make a game with like a bunch of different characters with different mechanics, it just becomes a nightmare. So I don't know what their decision is there. I trust Riot because they apparently know what they're doing. But I think a fighting game is, like, interestingly, one of the most uniquely challenging things they could do.
I think that the thing about Riot and their fighting game is the fact that like they have so much to pull from. Like they can make a traditional fighting game with just their fighting game type characters. It could be like Lee Sin and like all the a bunch of sword characters and Vi, and they have characters that already like fit the we could be a foot in fighting games. But then they have all these other characters that they don't necessarily fit into a fighting game like off of initial thought that they can make work. Like Aurelion Sol. Like I'm not thinking about this fucking dragon in a fighting game.
Yeah.
But you can make it work, So there's a lot that they can pull from, and I'm very interested in how that one goes.
Yeah.
Fish says, do you guys think there will be another DLC pass, or it's done until the next Smash game? I mean,
probably. I think so. I think what I thought was they were going to cut off after 2021. But I think with everything going as it is right now, if it continues especially, they're going to be like, all right, one more pass. Because I think Street Fighter did that. They were like, they introduced another pass that wasn't supposed to happen, but they were like, we got to do something. We'll just keep this game rather than do Street Fighter 6. I could see them doing it.
I think there's going to be a new Smash game because like you can't get rid of this IP. Like, yeah, Sakurai may not work on it, but it'd be like the same thing of like Bungie giving up Halo and then someone picking it up.
There will absolutely be another Smash game. Yes.
Yeah, it may not be Sakurai's team. It may not be HAL or whatever, or whoever's currently making them, but I don't know, fucking Smash by Next Level Games or something.
Maybe. I mean, they brought them in.
It's possible.
Or they just turned Smash into a different direction. I could see them not making it a Smash game. Like, maybe they just want to make it like it's instead of like Nintendo Fighters, it just becomes like other like unique characters, or like different things.
Yeah. I just think that game type, it has to be on. There has to be at least one good platform fighter on Nintendo.
Yeah.
Like, so with the Nintendo IP. So, and if they've tried other ones without the Nintendo IP. I just think the mechanics weren't as sound as Smash. Like, if that Cartoon Network game was as sound as Smash, that joint could have taken off. You know what I'm saying? Me beating up Dexter with Buttercup, come on, man. Like, I would definitely love to do that, but it just wasn't a good game.
IP. Really, with any sort of IP like that, you can do that.
Yeah. So, I don't have I think we'll be seeing Smashes until the day we die. Like, I think that game that's just too big of a sell for Nintendo. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be like if they stop making Smashes, it'd be like if they stop making Zelda and Mario games. Like, those are flagships for Nintendo. You can't do that. And fortunately, they've dropped some of their other flagships. But maybe we will see a resurgence of Star Fox one day, or F-Zero X 20 years from now. I don't know.
Yeah, they're too big. All right, we're gonna take one more question for the day. I see Fat Cows saying, "Is RE8 going to be the biggest non-exclusive title this year? Or do you think something else could push big numbers?" I think it's going to be something that we don't know about yet.
Yep.
Right now,
but I'm hoping Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
Yeah.
But I might be on that cult classic type deal, just like with No More Heroes. No More Heroes actually did not sell that well, but I love that game. So, and I think Horizon Zero Dawn did sell pretty well, but not like, it doesn't have Resident Evil following or like Final Fantasy following or anything like that. So
yeah, I hope that more stuff comes out, but right now it's looking looking kind of dry, so it might be RE8. I hope it's something that we don't know about, or at least we don't know about is coming, like something that's big and sort of swept under the radar. But we'll see. Horizon Zero Dawn, I've been waiting for forever, so hopefully that's it.
Hook me up, Horizon, please.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's gonna be it, guys, for Y'all Gaming. This will be on YouTube, on Spotify, and on Apple Podcasts if you want to listen to the entire show again on your ride home, or just when you're going to sleep, or just when you're washing dishes, or when you're doing stuff around the house, man. Just come hang out with the boys real quick in podcast format. We'll be back next week talking about more gaming, and hopefully that y'all keep gaming this this week, and then come back and talk to us about what y'all been gaming on next week. I'm Coney. TKbreezy, that's Coney.
Close.
But sometimes I do wish I was Coney, because that man be having content. No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
that's Coney.
Wait till tonight. Spoiler, we got something tonight that y'all aren't that you guys aren't ready for. I'm not gonna spoil it, but you'll see.
There we go. Content, man.
Tonight will be
coming
fun.
back again.
It'll be
so
fun.
Definitely go check out our stream tonight. I think I'm gonna do some probably gonna play a little bit of that Rushdown Revolt and then a little Apex, and then of course we'll do some Survivor stuff. So come hang out with us later tonight. But until then, keep on gaming, wear a mask, be safe, and have a good night.
See you next time. Goodbye.